Strada, 2-2 draw with Loughgall today. What were your thoughts on that one?
I'm really disappointed. Thought first half we dominated, and we should have been getting a half time more than 1 up, and that's kind of been the story of the last few games. We haven't scored at the right times. Glentoran game when we were on top at 1-0, we needed to get the equaliser. They've broken scored. Cliftonville very similar, and ultimately that's come back to bite us because our performance levels second half weren't anywhere near, at the beginning of the second half, weren't anywhere near what they were in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, when we're on top in the first half for so long as well, it's a case of we probably didn't test their goalkeeper enough as we would have liked.
No, he makes a fantastic save from David. He touches under a crossbar, but yeah, it was kind of almost panicky a wee bit in front of goal, which hasn't really been like us. But yeah, really disappointing to come away with a draw. Thought we did enough in front of their goal to win the game.
Yeah, as you say though, when you don't take those chances, you're always going to leave yourself open to a bit of a sucker punch. And in the second half, Loughgall came out and really put it up to us.
Yeah, and that was the message at half time. I expected Dean to get his team up for the second half, and the players, it was about being tuned in. And the first 10 minutes we weren't at races. Simple things like throw-ins, it was far too easy to play against. The 2 goals are so avoidable, and from our point of view it's not good enough. It's at the minute we're conceding too many goals, and you keep giving teams 2 goals in games, you're not going to get too many results, and that's the one thing I have to give the players credit for. I think that's the 10th time they've been behind and we've come back and equalised, so they did that. I thought we were going to go on and win the game, but it just wasn't to be, and those first 10-15 minutes of the second half have cost us 3 points.
Yeah, ultimately it was relief, getting the goal just after the Edge scored, because it was 20 minutes to go and we were 2-1 down. It could have been a very different game had Danny not got one back.
Yeah, absolutely, and they would have sat in and been comfortable, but fair play, but it was almost like we flicked the switch. I can't remember the game we did it here as well, where we went behind and scored almost straight away, and straight after that I thought there was one just going to drop and one hits off the post and onto the player on the line, and just really disappointing not to get 3 points.
That was our 19th league game of the season. That's exactly halfway through the campaign. How would you sort of reflect on the first half of the season, and what are the kind of hopes then to going into the second half?
Yeah, well, I think we finished on 41 or 42 last year. 40 points last year, so we're above that at the minute if you look at it that way. We've centre forwards who are on 12 and 10 goals, so if you double that, Danny now on 13, so that's 26 goals if you're doing that way. But been up and down, some really positive results, some really disappointing results, and I think for us now to kick on, we have to keep clean sheets again, because we've still only 2 in the league, and we're conceding too many goals. So for us to really kick on and improve and climb that table, we need to stop conceding goals.
And that second half of the season starts next Friday night at home to Crusaders, and live on BBC, of course, and it'll be a big game.
Yeah, tough game. Obviously the last time we played a Cruise, it was embarrassing. We were beat 9, probably the worst day I've had in football. So yeah, the players will be in and they'll work hard. They're hurting at the minute, and if we're on it and we can cut out the silly mistakes and silly goals and be ruthless in both boxes, that's the main thing to take from today. The chances that we've had, the opportunities we've had, and be ruthless to keep the ball over the net. We do that Friday, then we stand a chance. If not, then we're going to end up with egg in our face.
Thank you, Scott.
Cheers, man. Yeah.